Far beneath the familiar shimmer of the waves, beyond the reach, a seamless shift from surveillance to attack mode. This incredible ocular rotation is the key to its success. It allows the fish to track its prey with pinpoint accuracy during the final, crucial moments of the hunt. Without this ability, it would be like trying to catch a ball while only ever looking at the sky. Once its eyes are locked forward, it can precisely judge the distance and make the final, delicate move to snatch its food. Often, it is seen stealing food directly from the stinging tentacles of siphonophores, its transparent head shield likely offering protection from their venomous cells, a suit of armor for a deep-sea thief. The barrel-eye fish is a sublime example of how life adapts to the most challenging conditions in the most unexpected ways. What once seemed like a design flaw is, in fact, a highly sophisticated solution to the unique problems of life in the mid-ocean. It is a creature that sees its world through a living cockpit, its eyes like rotating gun turrets on a submarine, constantly scanning, then locking onto a target with deadly precision. It serves as a profound reminder that in the deep sea, our assumptions are often overturned, and the line between the bizarre and the brilliant is very fine indeed. Over 1,000 meters below the surface, it is here that we find a creature that seems to have swum directly out of prehistoric times. This is Mitsukurina austoni, the goblin shark. Its appearance is truly unsettling, a nightmarish assembly of features that defy our expectations of what a shark should be. Its flabby, pinkish-gray skin, lacking the sleek musculature of its surface-dwelling cousins, hangs loosely on its frame, an adaptation to the crushing pressures of its deep-sea home where dense muscle is a liability. The goblin shark is what is known as a living fossil. It is the sole surviving member of the Mitsukurinidae family, a lineage that stretches back over 125 million years into the Cretaceous period. In a sense, to look upon this shark is to look back in time to see a design that has proven successful enough to outlast the dinosaurs. Its most prominent and defining feature is its long, flattened snout shaped like a trowel or a blade that extends far beyond its mouth. This peculiar appendage, known as a rostrum, is not just for show. It is a highly sophisticated sensory organ crucial for survival in the absolute darkness. Dotted on the side of this elongated snout are hundreds of specialized pores. These are the ampullae of Lorenzini electroreceptors that can detect the minuscule electrical fields generated by other living creatures. In a world without light, the goblin shark does not see its prey. It feels their presence. It cruises slowly and deliberately just above the seabed, sweeping its sensitive rostrum back and forth like a metal detector, probing the darkness for the faint electrical signature of a fish squid or a crab hiding nearby. It is a silent, ghostly hunter, sensing life where there is no light to see it. The name goblin shark is unnervingly apt. It was first described by Japanese fishermen who called it tenguzam, after the teng, a mythical creature from Japanese folklore with a long nose and a demonic face. Its small, dark eyes offer little hint of the predatory power that lies hidden within. They are almost an afterthought on a creature that relies so heavily on other senses. For a long time, its hunting method remained a complete mystery, a puzzle centered on its bizarre and seemingly clumsy jaw structure. But the truth, when finally revealed, was more shocking than anyone could have predicted. The moment of the strike is when the goblin shark reveals its truly terrifying secret. As it senses prey with its rostrum, something extraordinary and violent happens. Its jaws, which are normally tucked neatly away beneath its head, are unleashed. They are not fixed to its skull in the same way as in other sharks. Instead, they are slung in a highly elastic ligament, capable of phenomenal extension. In a fraction of a second, the entire jaw structure catapults forward, extending to a distance almost equal to the length of its snout. It is a biological catapult, a lightning-fast ambush mechanism. This protrusible jaw is armed with a chaotic collection of long, thin, needle-like teeth. They are not the serrated cutting blades of a great prey like squid and deep-sea fish. Once the jaws have shot out and ensnared the victim, they retract just as quickly, pulling the unfortunate creature into the shark's gullet. The entire action is so fast, so explosive, it has been dubbed slingshot, feeding a method as brutally effective as it is visually grotesque. This jaw mechanism is one of the most extreme examples of cranial kinesis, the movement of skull bones relative to each other, in the entire animal kingdom. The sheer speed and distance of the protrusion are unparalleled. It allows the slow-moving, almost lethargic shark to compensate for its lack of speed with a sudden, inescapable burst of predatory power. It doesn't need to chase its prey. It simply needs to get close enough for its remarkable jaws to bridge the final gap with astonishing velocity. It is an adaptation perfectly suited for an ambush predator in the dark. The goblin shark is a creature of deep-sea horror and evolutionary wonder. Its flaccid body, its phantom-like senses, and its monstrous slingshot jaw paint a picture of life pushed to its absolute limits. It is a relic from a bygone age, a survivor that has carried the ancient blueprints of its ancestors into the modern day, thriving in an environment that is as hostile as it is mysterious. It reminds us that the deep ocean is not just a place of beauty, but also a realm of ancient terrors, where the strategies for survival can be as alien and as frightening as any fiction. In the crushing blackness of the abyssal plain, where sunlight has never reached, a world of unimaginable strangeness thrives. Here, life exists on a knife's edge, sustained not by the sun, but by the very heat of the Earth's core. Vents bubble with superheated, mineral-rich water, creating oases of life in the desolate expanse. It is in this alien landscape, clustered around these hydrothermal chimneys, that we find one of the most peculiar discoveries of recent times. A creature so unusual it seems to have crawled from the pages of mythology, a ghostly white sentinel guarding the secrets of the deep. This is the Yeti crab, Kiwa hirsuta. Its discovery in 2005 near Easter Island sent ripples through the scientific community, for it was not just a new species, but an entirely new family of crustacean. Its most striking feature, of course, are its arms, its chelae, which are covered in dense, silky, hair-like structures known as setae. These are not for warmth, nor for show. In this lightless world, every adaptation has a profound and vital purpose. These hairy appendages are, in fact, farms, a living pantry cultivated by the crab itself in one of the most extreme environments on our planet. The crab rhythmically waves its arms back and forth in the mineral-rich plumes erupting from the vents. This constant hypnotic dance is not a ritual of courtship, but of agriculture. The setae provide a vast surface area for chemosynthetic bacteria to colonize and grow. These remarkable microbes are the primary producers here, harnessing the chemical energy from hydrogen sulfide and converting it into organic matter. The crab is in essence a farmer, carefully tending to its bacterial crop, a self-sustaining ecosystem carried on its own limbs, a testament to life's incredible ingenuity. Life in such close proximity to these hydrothermal vents is a dangerous bargain. The water temperature can fluctuate wildly, from near-freezing ambient seawater to scorching jets exceeding 400 degrees Celsius. The Yeti crab must navigate this thermal minefield with exquisite precision, positioning itself perfectly to cultivate its bacterial gardens without being boiled alive. It is a life lived in the twilight zone between fire and ice, a delicate balance that has been perfected over countless generations. Its pale, almost translucent shell offers little camouflage, but in a world without light, sight is a secondary sense, and survival depends on other, more subtle adaptations. The Yeti crab is functionally blind. Its eyes are vestigial, reduced to mere membranes of tissue, useless in the perpetual midnight of its habitat. It navigates its world through touch and a sophisticated sense of chemical gradients in the water. It can feel the flow of the currents and taste the concentration of minerals, allowing it to find the most fertile grounds for its bacterial flock. This sensory world, so different from our own, is rich with information, guiding the crab through the treacherous terrain of the vent fields. Every movement is deliberate, a calculated step in the complex dance of survival far below the waves. When it is time to feed, the crab uses specialized comb-like mouthparts to scrape the bacteria from its own setae. It is a harvest of its own making, a meal cultivated over days or weeks in the toxic brew of the vents. This unique form of farming provides a constant, reliable food source in an environment where sustenance is otherwise scarce and unpredictable. This remarkable relationship, a symbiosis between crab and microbe, is a cornerstone of this deep-sea ecosystem. The crab provides a home, and the bacteria provide the food, a partnership forged in the dark fires of the Earth's interior. The social life of the Yeti crab is still largely a mystery. They are often found in dense aggregations, sometimes numbering in the hundreds, clustered around active vents. Are they competing for the best farming spots, or is there a form of cooperation at play? Protection, or perhaps they are crucial for reproduction. ensuring that potential mates are close at hand in the vast emptiness of the abyss. Each individual, waving its arms in a slow, synchronized ballet, contributes to a mesmerizing spectacle, a silent city of farmers thriving against all odds. Observing these creatures in their natural habitat is a monumental challenge, requiring advanced capable of withstanding immense pressure. Each glimpse we get into their world reveals more about the tenacity of life. The Yeti crab is more than just a biological curiosity. It is a symbol of adaptation, a reminder that life can find a way to flourish in the most inhospitable corners of our planet. It challenges our understanding of what is possible, urges us to look deeper, for who knows what other wonders await discovery in the sunless depths of our oceans. We descend now, deeper still, into the bathyal and abyssal zones, a realm of crushing pressure and profound cold. Here, far from the familiar world of coral reefs and sunlit shallows, the ocean reveals its more ethereal inhabitants. In the inky blackness, a gentle, almost whimsical shape emerges, propelled not by jets of water, but by the slow, rhythmic flapping of two prominent fins. These fins, located on the sides of its mantle, bear a striking resemblance to the oversized ears of a certain animated elephant, earning this creature its charming name, the Dumbo octopus. This is Grimpoteuthis, a genus of deep-sea octopuses that are among the most endearing creatures of the abyss. Unlike their shallow water cousins, they do not swim by expelling water from a siphon. Instead, they rely almost entirely on these large ear-like fins, pulsing them gracefully to drift and hover through the water column with an effortless balletic grace. This method of propulsion is incredibly energy efficient, a crucial adaptation for life in the deep sea where food can be scarce and every calorie must be conserved. It is a slow, deliberate existence, a life spent floating like a ghost through the eternal twilight. The Dumbo octopus lives at astonishing depths, with some species found more than 7,000 meters below the surface, the deepest of any known octopus. At these depths, the pressure is immense, over 700 times greater than at sea level. Their bodies are gelatinous, lacking the rigid structures that would be crushed under such extreme force. This soft, pliable form allows them to withstand the immense weight of the water above them. Their shape is a direct consequence of their environment, a perfect example of evolution sculpting life to fit the most demanding of niches on our planet. Their diet consists of small crustaceans, isopods, worms, and other invertebrates that live on or just above the seafloor. The Dumbo octopus drifts patiently, its large eyes scanning the gloom for any sign of movement. Once prey is located, it pounces, enveloping the unsuspecting meal with the webbing between its arms, trapping it before swallowing it whole. This strategy is another energy-saving measure. There are no high-speed chases here, only methodical, patient hunting. In the slow-motion world of the abyss, patience is not just a virtue, it is a key to survival. The reproductive strategy of the Dumbo octopus is as unique as its appearance. Unlike many other octopus species, where the female lays a clutch of eggs and dies shortly after, the Dumbo octopus appears to be a continuous spawner. Females carry eggs in various stages of development simultaneously, laying single eggs one at a time over an extended period. This approach may be an adaptation to the stable but resource-poor environment of the deep sea. Rather than a single massive reproductive effort, they invest their energy slowly, increasing the chances that at least some of their offspring will survive. These eggs are laid on the seafloor, often attached to rocks or even deep-sea coral. The female does not brood them. Once laid, the large, tough egg case is left to fend for itself. Inside, the young octopus develops fully, emerging as a miniature version of the adult, perfectly equipped for a life of solitude in the deep. This hatch-and-go strategy means the young are independent from the moment they are born, ready to begin their own slow, silent journey through the abyss. It is a lonely start to a lonely life, a common theme in this vast, dark wilderness. Communication between these solitary creatures is likely minimal and still poorly understood. Their large eyes are well suited for detecting the faint bioluminescent signals that are the primary language of the deep. It is possible they use their own subtle light shows or changes in skin texture and color to signal to rivals or potential mates, though this has yet to be observed directly. Much of their lives remain shrouded in mystery, their secrets locked away by the immense pressures and depths they call home. Each new observation from a deep-diving submersible adds water jetting through the water. It is a gentle,